Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is that you are watching this video. My name is Crystal Gray. I'm the creator of the Yoga Goddess Academy, and I help women create more discipline in their yoga and meditation routine so that they can step into their next level self and create more patience and fulfillment and abundance and find their passion in life, amongst a lot of other reasons. I do this through an online course called the Yoga Goddess Reboot. If you haven't checked it out, I highly recommend that you do. The ladies that are in there already absolutely are loving it, which is really, really cool to see. I'm so excited. I put my heart and soul into it, and I'm still kind of building it up and making sure that I've got all the videos in there that you guys need to succeed. So check that out. It's on my website, crystalgray.me/yoga. All right, so today I'm going to be teaching you some of the tips that I've used to create discipline in my life. So this is one of the biggest stumbling blocks and hurdles that people have when they are trying to create a more steady routine, right? Of yoga, meditation, whatever it is. So I'm going to give you some actionable tips today, 6 to be exact, so that you can start implementing them today and start seeing results right away. Okay? So the first tip is, actually, I'm going to save that one for last because it is the best one. So I'm going to save that for last. Okay, so the first one is to have a plan. All right, so in the Yoga Goddess Reboot course, I actually have a weekly calendar and I have a daily calendar. So no, you don't have to sign up for the course to get those. You can have your own. I would suggest having a weekly calendar so you can kind of see a week at a glance, but then also have a daily calendar. And what I've been doing with these daily calendars is using them as a part of my morning routine. So if you're like me, you might like printing things out and writing things out and then checking it off. Oh, nothing feels better than checking things off of a to-do list. Let me know in the comments if you agree with that. Like, I just absolutely love checking things off. And so that's why that is really valuable, but also it helps you to clearly define your plan for the day so that you know what you have to get done. For me, especially as a business owner, an entrepreneur, a solopreneur, right? It's just my business. I could be working all day long. I could just work all day long because it really is never ending. So for me, it's really important to be able to write down my plan for the day so that I can check it off. And when I'm done with those, I can relax. I can not do anything. And I had a Clubhouse room yesterday and we were talking about finding more fun and more time for play. And I think that's so important, and also time to unplug. All right, so that's the first tip, is to have a plan. The second tip is to have a backup plan. Okay, so if you fill out your daily plan or your weekly plan, what are you going to do if you miss a day? So if you go in and you say, okay, I'm going to do 20 minutes of yoga on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to meditate every day, or Tuesday, Thursday, whatever. What happens if you fall off? What happens if you don't do one of those days? What's going to be your backup plan? What are you going to do? So have something in place, because what tends to happen is if you are going and you're doing good and then you miss a day and you're like, forget it. I knew I couldn't do this. I just can't do this sort of thing. I don't have any discipline. I don't have any willpower, whatever, right? And then you just give up. So it's really important to have a plan and a backup plan. Those are the first 2 tips. The third tip is to not use willpower. Just take that word out of your vocabulary, okay? I mean, if I relied on willpower only, I would be eating ice cream and Doritos for lunch every day. I would be smoking tons of cigarettes. I would be drinking. I'd be doing a lot of things that are not good for me if I depended and relied on willpower. Forget it. No, it's such an excuse which we're conditioned to use. Like, oh, I can't do it because I don't have willpower. Gets you off the hook, doesn't it? No, we're not using willpower. Instead, what are you going to do instead of willpower? This is what I'm going to tell you that I use to quit smoking and quit drinking, okay? And to stick to my plans, stick to my yoga and meditation routine. I made a decision. Okay, our brains are these very complex, maybe not even complex, very simple things. Actually, if you make a decision in your brain's like, oh, okay, she made a decision. Now, whenever you're using willpower, what words tend to go around that? I'm going to try to do yoga today. I'm going to try to do meditation today. You know you're not going to do it if you're just going to try it. Be honest with yourself. That's another tip that I didn't even say, but be honest with yourself. Don't just try, you guys. Decide. I am going to meditate for 10 minutes today. I am going to do an asana practice for 10 minutes today. Make a decision. Don't try because it won't work. Okay? Let me know in the comments if you're going to make a decision. All right. Now, that was 3. Number 4, we've got 6. Number 4 is to create new habits by keeping it simple. Okay, we set the bar up so high. Well, I'm going to do an hour of yoga a day. And if I don't do an hour of yoga a day or an hour of meditation like that person does a day, then what's the point? You guys, I didn't start meditating like 30 to 60 minutes a day. Okay, I started with 10 minutes. Then I went up to 12 minutes, which was a huge jump for me. Okay, then I went to 20 minutes. Then I went up to the higher numbers, okay? But that doesn't mean that like I'm more advanced or anything. It just means I made a freaking decision. I stuck with it and I kept freaking going. I kept going. Every little bit paves the way for the next step. If you can only get your ass to sit down for 5 minutes, then you sit down for 5 minutes. Set the bar low. Then guess what? You can go to your daily plan, check it off. Oh, I did it. Ooh, you're going to feel so good if you do it and you can check it off. Okay, so set the bar low. There's nothing wrong with that. You have to start training your brain and your body like, ooh, this girl is serious, right? She's serious. She's going to be doing this no matter what. So I better fall in line. Okay. So that was number 4. Number 5, we got 2 more. Number 5 is to remove temptations. Okay, so this would go with a lot of things. I mean, obviously, we're talking about yoga, right? But maybe something that you could do is, I was thinking like remove temptations in regards to any of your other bad habits that you don't want to do. If you don't want to eat cupcakes for dinner, I don't know, maybe don't have cupcakes in the house. Maybe don't have ice cream and Doritos in the house, right? If that's kind of where you go to. But another thing that you could do to remove the temptation to skip out on your yoga or meditation practice, again, come up with a plan. Lay out your clothes the night before. Okay. Something else that you can do. People say, well, I don't want to get up. It's really hard for people to get up and go meditate. Sit up in bed. Okay. So removing the temptations to skip it. How are you going to remove the temptations to talk yourself out of your practice? You're going to make it as easy as humanly possible on yourself. You're going to have a plan and have your backup plan. All right, now number 6. This is the most important. Set clear goals. Don't say, I'm going to do more yoga. I ask people all the time, what's your goal? And they say to do more yoga, to meditate more. You guys, that's not a goal. That's I don't even know what it is. A hope maybe. But it's futile. All right. That's not a goal. If a goal is, I am going to do 10 minutes of meditation every day. I'm going to do 10 minutes of yoga every day. That is a clear goal. How can you check off of your to-do list, do more yoga? That there is nothing measurable about that. Okay, so that's the most important tip. Make a clear, measurable goal. And I would love to see some of those in the comments. Let me know, what's your clear, measurable goal? So I'm just going to go over the 5 or the 6 real quick. Have a plan. Have a backup plan. Don't use willpower. Use what? Make a decision. Okay, number 4, create new habits by keeping it simple. Number 5, remove temptations that make you fail. Remove all of that keep you from your practice. And number 6, set clear goals. All right. I hope that this helped. Please let me know in the comments. If it did, thank you so much for joining live or for catching the replay. I really appreciate it. Have a great day. Bye.